I hope your bus was worth it.
A father talking directly to his son's killer for the first time today.
You killed not only my son that day, you killed me as well.
Sharing his family's heart-wrenching story.
And I said, Chris, get up. Christopher, get up. There's people to help. And when I touched his forehead, it was ice cold.
Of learning that 23-year-old Christopher Taylor was killed in the line of duty.
It's been over a year since I've heard his voice and felt his hug. Now if I want to hear his voice, I have to listen to the voicemails.
His killer, Cassandra Smith, sitting emotionless as his family asked the judge for justice.
We don't know what you will decide for Cassandra, but we have a life sentence of never seeing Christopher again.
Always remember and never forget my son, Deputy Christopher Taylor, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, badge number 3624.
After 2 hours of emotional testimony from Deputy Taylor's family, Cassandra Smith read a statement to the judge asking for mercy. In the end, the judge sentenced her to 29 years in prison, just shy of the maximum. Thank you for watching NBC2. I'm Peter Bush.
And I'm Kelly Burns. Smith's blood alcohol was 3 times the legal limit when she crossed 3 lanes of traffic on I-75, hitting Deputy Taylor, who was conducting a traffic stop. Smith laughing after the crash, telling 911 she needed to take her anxiety meds because she thought she'd killed someone. NBC2 Samantha Serban has been following the case since day one, and Sam, testimony today was just gut-wrenching.
Kelly, gut-wrenching doesn't even really truly begin to describe what it was like in there today. As family member and friend, even Chris's fiance took the stand saying what this night, 11/22/22, has had an impact on their lives that won't go away forever. After Chris's family and friends had a chance to speak, dozens of letters were read in support of Cassandra Smith, asking the judge for mercy.
All my life, this young man wanted to help people.
For the very first time, 436 days after his son's death, Richard Taylor Jr. is sharing the impact Cassandra Smith had on his life the night she killed Christopher.
I walked in the room, and Chris is laying there. His eyes are open, and they're open weird. And I said, Chris, get up. Christopher, get up. There's people to help. And when I touched his forehead, it was ice cold. I said, Christopher, get up. I fell to the floor. And I said, God, no, take me, not him.
Taylor could hardly hold back the tears, explaining every moment of that awful night Smith drove drunk on I-75 into Taylor. Others used their time in front of the judge, asking for a maximum sentence.
No amount of prison time will bring Christopher back to us. No amount of prison time will get us through our grief. However, you will be able to give my nephew justice. You chose to drive under the influence, and now we all have to live with the consequences of your actions. For Chris to be taken from us is hard enough, but for the person who took Chris from us to show no remorse is heartbreaking. I hope that during your sentence, however long it may be, you realize the extent of our pain and gain some compassion and remorse.
On the other side of the packed courthouse, Smith's attorney read letter after letter from people explaining the challenges Smith faced in life, including rape and bipolar disorder.
She is someone who keeps to herself, but also brightens up the lives of those around her.
The last person to speak was Cassandra Smith herself, who turned directly to Chris's family.
I'm so sorry to his parents and those who raised him, as he lost a beloved son. I'm sorry to his fiancée, Maddie, who lost the desired father of her future children. I do know that I will spend the rest of my life trying to right this wrong.
In the end, after 3 hours of tears shed, the judge decided to send her to prison for 29 years. Chris's family is happy with that number, but says it's nothing compared to their life sentence.
Badge number 3624. I hope your bus was worth it. You killed not only my son that day, you killed me as well.
After the sentencing today, I spoke with Chris's mom, who was too emotional to get up on the stand and share her testimony. But she told me the first thing she's doing now that this is all over, she's going to Christopher's graveside and telling him what she calls is good news.
So, Samantha, this is it for the criminal case, but there is a civil case still playing out, correct?
Correct. Yes, the wrongful death lawsuit is still in place. In fact, there's going to be a hearing for that next month. The judge wanted to wait until the criminal portion was over before continuing on with that case. We're hearing there could be a trial later this year.
Samantha, thank you. Deputy Christopher Taylor was just an amazing guy. He dreamed about being in law enforcement his whole life. Graduated from North Fort Myers High School in 2018. He was in the Boy Scouts, MMA classes, very active line dancer. He'd go to the ranch in Fort Myers every Wednesday night to dance with his friends. Right now, there is a memorial for Deputy Taylor on the side of I-75 where he was hit and killed. An American flag flies in the spot. And new tonight, Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Promell says the department wants to honor Taylor by renaming the I-75 Peace River Bridge in his memory. NBC2 is on top of